by the tens of thousands of Tea Party protesters that showed up in Washington yesterday. Congressman Tom Price from Georgia was among those protesters. He's a doctor himself and a member of the House Education and Labor Committee. He joins us now live. Congressman, thank you for your time.
Hey, Shannon, great to be with you.
Tell us about the protest yesterday. You were there live in person. What was your reception like, I can guess?
Well, it was absolutely incredible. Literally hundreds of thousands of folks, and they were just regular Americans from all across this land who came to Washington. And what I heard mostly was, why isn't our government listening to us? Whether it's on the amount of spending, whether it's on the deficit, whether it's on an energy policy that doesn't allow us to use our resources responsibly, or whether it's on health care. They just can't understand why a representative government is not representing them.
And I have to mention, obviously, the president's speech Wednesday night was a big marker in this entire debate. You did something interesting, and some of your other lawmakers as well, your colleagues there. When the president talked about the fact that maybe the GOP hasn't brought alternatives to the table, there weren't other things being offered, you held up a copy of a bill that you say that you would like to put on the table. Tell us about that.
Well, we've had a bill, the Republicans have had literally almost 3 dozen bills on health reform that we believe are much more appropriate than what the president has supported and certainly what the Speaker and Senator Reid have supported. And so I felt that it was important to give truth to what the president says over and over, and that is that there are no alternatives that are being offered from our side of the aisle. So when he mentioned something like that, I held up our bill, 3400, that we believe provides for people to get insurance in an appropriate way, insurance that they select, not that the government selects for them, solves the challenges of portability and pre-existing with an insurance policy that people select, not that the government picks for them, and makes certain that people, patients and families, along with their doctors, can make health care decisions, something that I believe and we believe is remarkably threatened on the Democrat side. So we held up our bills, and I think the president took note. Hopefully, he'll invite us down to the White House so we can have a discussion.
Do you have any real hopes that will happen? I mean, he's talked about bipartisanship and keeping the door open for any legitimate idea. There was a little bit of grumbling in the audience when he mentioned that on Wednesday night.
Well, Shannon, it's because word hasn't met deed. In fact, the president has said over and over, if you've got good ideas, bring them to us. We've asked the White House to meet with the president almost weekly since he got into office on whatever the issue was. The last 3 or 4 months, it's been on health care. And we've been told, thank you very much, but we haven't had an opportunity to meet with the president. So what we'd like to do is sit down and talk about positive solutions that fix the challenges that we have, especially in health care, but don't put the government in charge. There are wonderful ways to solve the challenges that we have with making it so that patients and families own their health insurance and are the ones that are making the health care decisions for themselves, which are so remarkably personal decisions that don't put the government in charge. H.R. 3400 is a bill that I believe does that.
All right, Congressman Tom Price, keep us updated. If you get that White House meeting, let us know.
We'll do so, Shannon. Thank you so much.
Thank you.